everybody to another episode of Now Hear This. Today we have a very special guest, producer MC Sauce Yin. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Peace, peace. How you doing, bro?
Doing good, man. Finally making this happen.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So we want to take it back, to the early days of Sauce Yin, as well as your new project, 187 Man. But for those who may not be familiar with you, where were you born and raised?
Rochester, New York, upstate New York. Feel me? 585 all day, for sure.
Take us back to teenage years for Sauce Yin growing up in New York.
Shit, oof. A lot of trouble, a lot of crazy stuff. Feel me? A lot of trouble. I had to get myself together as an adult. You feel me? But when I was younger, yeah, I was running around doing crazy shit.
Right.
Producing.
Okay.
You feel me? Producing more than anything, not really MCing like that. But yeah, more on the producer side than anything back then.
So, at what point did you get into producing, and kind of take us back to some of your early equipment and the progression throughout the years? So, did you have a mentor, or how did you early get into producing earlier on?
Yeah, for sure. Max Bailey. Max Bailey showed me how to use FL Studio when I was like 7 years old. And then ever since then I just been rocking out. I remember he was working on something for like an event or something, and it just caught my attention, like looking at the screen. I seen the screen in the glimpse, and then I just heard music, and I'm like, yo, what you doing? He like, I'm making a beat. Ever since then, I went home that day and I downloaded that program and all that. It was over.
Right.
It was over.
About what year was that?
Woo! I was 7 years old. It's like 12. What? No, that's more than 12 years ago. Woo! Yeah, that's more than 12. That's like more like 22 years ago. That's crazy. Oh, snap.
Right.
That's like 22 years ago. So that's like, what, like 04, 05?
Mm,
Like
20.
around that time,
Yep.
like 04, 05.
Okay. Talk a little bit about some of your influences around that time. Who were you looking up to as far as producers?
Um, Alchemist, definitely. A-Rap music.
Mm,
Um, Large Professor was tough to me. Ninth Wonder, definitely.
hmm
Um, DJ Muggs has always been fire to me. Um, yeah, I always dibble and dabble, like Black Milk too. Black Milk was
Yeah.
fire.
Right.
Um, hell yeah. Like, yeah, that's my typical rundown. Like, that's my typical rundown right
Right. At what point did you start taking producing serious?
there. Oh, I say like when I was like 11, like 12. That's when I met Uncle 38 Special nephews, Suave and Major, and that's when we started doing our own thing, Recipe Suave. But yeah, that's when I started really taking producing serious
Okay.
for sure.
Were you part of a producing crew? Did you have a group at this time, or were you just solely going for dolo at the time?
Yeah, I was dolo at the moment. I knew a couple people though, like, cause there was these like groups on Facebook way back then, like, you know what I mean, like, early Facebook days. Like, I met like Lock No Key, and you feel me. That's my boy from Buffin. That's still my boy. That's like my brother right there. Um, and a couple other producers, but it was mainly me and Lock No Key though, like going back and forth on the internet, and then just one day, like he just got mobile one day, like us just growing up, he got mobile and just came down to Rochester, picked me up, and took me out the buff real quick. and we was just going back and forth with ideas and stuff like that. But yeah, Lock No Key was like me and Lock No Key. If it wasn't for them like sessions and like really like grinding, like trying to find a sound, then I probably would have never like took it super serious like that. You know what I mean?
Right. What was that music scene like in Rochester earlier on?
Ooh, ooh. Uh, a lot of special, a lot of black G's, a lot of wop, a lot of etho, a lot of Sat Black, Hassan Naki. Yeah, that was the early days. Class Murder, Green Double, um, Benny, because he was always out here with Special.
Okay.
Um, yeah, that's before Griselda days. You feel me?
Early on.
Hell yeah.
So, what was your first placement as far as something materializing on, wax, mixtapes, streaming? What was some of your earlier placements?
You mean like my earlier work?
Yeah, that actually materialized for the masses.
Ooh, well, we did have a couple joints, me and 38 Special Nephews. We did have a couple joints that had came out at that time, but then when I got older and left, I did a lot of stuff with D-Lou and Nitty. Nitty was part of Trust still, you feel me? But I had moved on with Nitty and did some stuff with D-Lou and Nitty, the Sireman, the Fireman. Um, After that, I just took my own route. I took my own route. I was doing trap for a little while, but it got boring to me. I don't. It got boring to me. I don't know. I'm a boom bap head at the end of the day. I love trap. I love the wave I was doing and the sound I was creating and everything. But it's just like I needed more. You know what I mean? I
Right.
needed more for sure.
How was you getting your name out there earlier on, as far as you being a producer and trying to find placements, trying to work with artists? What were you doing earlier on to get your name out there?
See, earlier on, my name was YD at first, and everybody knew me as YD in the town. Like everybody knew me as YD. So when I changed my name to Sauce, was when I left everything. You know what I mean? And started doing my own thing. Like I took a break. Once I left the trap music, I took a break for like 2 years. Stopped music, just to find my own boom bap sound. You know what I mean? And my own voice and stuff like that. But when I did get it, you know what I mean? I started putting my own material out on some Kanye shit. You know what I mean? Just making my own shit.
Right.
So it was like it was easier for me that way too to rhyme. Cause it's like, oh, I know the type of beats I want to rap on. I'm like, come on, son, let's just run it. I'ma just run it right now. And
Right.
I started taking rap serious like lyrically in high school, you know what I mean? Just at the lunchroom ciphers and you know what I mean?
Right.
So
As a producer, what are you looking for sonically? What's your creative process?
ooh, grimy dark, uh, ooh, that 06, 07, 05 Dipset sound. Yeah, that's my sound.
Right.
That's my sound.
As far as the MC, how do you approach the beat? Do you usually write without a beat, or do you have to have a beat to write?
Um, I make the beat first, and then I do my punchings or freestyle. I don't even write no more. It's been a while since I wrote, but um, yeah, everything I do is a freestyle though. Um, or a punching. You know what I mean? A punching freestyle, everything off the top of the head. I don't really want to put a pen to paper. I think for me, my process, like other people may seem different, want to touch a pen, but me, I can't. Like me, when I think too much, I'm nah. I just whatever comes to the top of my head right there, I'ma just say it and just lay that down. You know what I mean? but I'm gonna make sure it's hot. I don't want to say no crazy. You feel me? Not whack or dumb. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm gonna make sure I put something that sticks down. You feel me? Pause.
Right. When was your first official project at Sauce Yin?
uh, my first official project at Sauce was last year. At the beginning of last year, um, when I was with another group, I was putting in pain, putting out a project. Um, every of my projects always got like at least like I put a lot of features on my projects just to show people that I try to be a little different. I like to work with others. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
um, and I feel like there's enough money for everyone to eat. You feel me?
Right.
Everyone could be cool and shit. Nobody got to fight over. You know what I mean? Like we could all work with each other.
Right.
So I like having a decent amount. Like most every of my mixtapes got like 20 features on it. At
Mhm.
least 20
Right. You worked with
people. That
Passport Scoob in 2023.
facts. That's my guy.
How did
That's
you
my
guys
guy.
talk a little bit about that creative process?
Oh, well, we met through a couple DJs, and um, shout out my guy Mercy, which is G4 Jag brother. Um, we was working on a track, and I still needed a third verse, so there was an open verse on it, and I had met School through like just being on like DJ playlists with him and all that from the radio, underground radio and stuff. And I hit him up. I'm like, I think he'll sound fire on this track. Like he'll sound fire on this track. I gotta hit him up. Let me see what he's talking about. So when I hit him up, he like, yeah, what's good? Send me the track. If it's hot, I'ma hop on it. So I'm like, all right, I know my beats is fire. You feel me? He gonna want to hop on this shit. So I send him it, yo, like in 5 minutes, he like, yeah, I'm definitely hopping on this. This is fire, bro. I'm about to start writing right now, bro. He gave me that verse in probably like a day. Like the very next day I had that verse. He's like, yeah, I'm going to the studio tomorrow. I'm gonna have that to you by this time. By that time it was in my email, I'm like, yo, all right, he not playing. He really hungry out here. That guy hungry as hell. I'll tell you that. Passport School, one of them hungry ones. Like he willing to, yeah, he willing to go above and beyond for this rap shit. You feel me? So he
Right.
one of them guys, man. He really hip hop though.
What was the feedback like when that single dropped?
Oh, people liked it though. It was jamming crazy. It was jamming crazy. People liked it. A lot of DJs played it back. Um, yeah, I liked it, man. It was good. Uh, I got a lot of feedback from some of the Lord Mob members too. Shout out Lord Mob, cause of G4 Jag and his little brother Mercy. You feel me? Which is my guys. Um, and a big part of the reason why I'm in the position I am right now in the underground game is because of them. So if it wasn't for them, that's my guys
Right.
right there. So
Any plans for a full project from you two?
oh, with me in school,
Yeah.
that'll be fire. Shit, that'll be fire. I wouldn't. I won't mind it.
Yeah.
I won't mind it. It
You
would. It
also
would be.
you also work with Katona P in 2023 as well.
Yeah, that's big bro. He one of the ones that put me on too. That's big bro for sure. For sure. He a legend.
Right.
For sure.
You dropped several singles in 2024. Talk a little bit about the narco concept.
Ooh. See, I ain't narco no more. That's why I'm 187. But narco was supposed to be something like above and beyond. I was putting in pain. Mac was putting in pain. We was just putting in pain for the narco, you feel me? Bringing bars. We was the bar setters, you feel me? So
Right.
that's all I really gotta say, man. I don't really want to speak bad on that.
No doubt. 2024, the Compound Tape. Talk a little bit about your relationship with Project Porter and Gustavo Lewis.
Yeah, me and G Lou not cool no more. That's
Oh,
the reason why I'm not with Narco no more.
gotcha.
A lot of stuff went down, but nah, Porter cool though. Porter one of them dudes that's really gonna be stamped in the producing underground game and probably beyond that. Porter a real good dude. Uh, um, Porter just like anyone that just meet Porter, you just like it's a vibe. You know what I mean? It's a good vibe being around that dude right there. He a solid brother right there. And
Right.
he's a creative mind. Like the way he chooses his samples and the way he does his process from producing is way different from mine's. But like he yeah, he one of the ones. I say that. He one of the ones. He
Right.
one of the ones.
You talked earlier about some equipment you were using early on as a youngster. How is this progressing, and what equipment are you up to at this point?
Yeah, I'm using FL still, but I got way more programs like now you know what I mean? Over the years I learned about ozone and certain mix and mastering qualities that I needed to perfect and mix and mastering for the beat too. You know what I mean? To make the drum slap harder and all that. You know what I mean? I want everything to sound high quality. You know what I mean? That HD in your ear sound. You feel me? Like,
Right. No doubt.
but for sure, like that. I just like bangers. You know what I mean? That's just what I want to give the people. Just bangers all day.
Right. Now, you talked a lot about not being with Narco no longer, but you're with
For
a.
sure.
Talk a little bit about who the crew consists of,
With the 187.
sir.
See, the 187 is basically it's me, right? But in my world, the like who's in my family tree type deal, like of the rap. You know what I mean? And mostly everybody that featured my 20 features mostly been the same people on my tapes. You know what I mean?
Mm.
There's more people in the fam. You know what I mean? That's why sometimes I got to take this person off this tape one time and put this person on. You know what I mean? But like I build a lot of relationships with a lot of solid brothers in the underground game. I just like anytime I need a verse, they got me type deal. And if
Right.
they need a verse from me, they know what time it is. I got them. Like I got them ASAP type deal. You feel me? So
Right.
it's like 187 is just a squad of just MCs that just kill shit, just kill lyrics all the time, just kill it. That's all I want to give people, just straight bangers and killers. You feel me? Like for real.
Yeah.
I want to bring that old Dipset feeling from like '05, '06, '07 when everybody used to hear that bitch drop on the radio and we just go crazy like, oh my God, this shit about to go nuts, yo. That beat crazy. I want to give that. You feel me? I want to give that feeling back because a lot of that is missing right now. You feel me?
Oh, for sure.
So I want to give people that old feeling back, like, yeah. Yeah, this that music I've been missing type deal.
Right. You got to let. Excuse me. Your latest project is 187 Man. Talk a little bit about the process of getting that done.
Ooh, 187 man was like first I had to create the beats and I already knew I wanted just straight bangers, but it was like I wanted like some of the grimiest shit I've done yet type deal. And that's why some of the beats got a couple switch changes and all that, and I hit them with a couple Spanish lyrics and all that too. I just wanted to give people some switch ups, like some crazy switch ups, but just straight bangers throughout the whole tape. And then all the MCs on it just snapped on the whole shit too. So it was like perfect because everybody that was on each song, that you feel me, whoever landed on whatever song they was on, they murked it. You feel me? So it was perfect though. And I don't really do too much hooks like that. I do, but if it do make sense, but I really like run throughs. You know what I mean? Like I just want to hear some fire shit, but we still on concept though. You know what I mean? Or the title or whatever. So it's like that's just what I want to give the people though. I just want to bring that old feeling back because I barely get that feeling myself when I hear music. Sometimes it'd be like,
Right.
it's the same.
Yeah.
Unless I hear something like way out the blue, and I'll be like, "Oh, this fire!" Oh,
Right. Who are,
word.
who are some of the features on this project?
So you got, of course, you got Mac, which is little bro. You got Mac. You got Emergent MC. You got Dizzy Disaster. You got Phase One Rock. Um, here's Johnny. It's Nukes from Italy. Yeah, well, man, there's a lot of people on that tape. This is just crazy, but yeah, everybody, man, that's all my peoples though on the whole tape. Just all my solid peoples. And then this, oh man, oh man, I didn't even. Yeah, we gonna save that for later though. But I got something in the cut. You know what I mean?
Right. Did you handle the production on the whole project?
Yeah, that's a fact. Oh yeah, I did all the beats on that for sure. For sure, did all the beats on it.
From beginning to end, how long did it take you to complete this project?
Uh, only took me a week.
Wow.
I work quick though. Like if I really want to make a project, I'm gonna just make it. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna just play. And then the people that's on the project, they solid. You know what I mean? So they be having the songs by the next day or two. You know what I mean? I don't even gotta wait that long.
Right. What has the feedback been like since it dropped?
It's fire because then after I dropped that video, dropped the music video with me Mac and Dizzy Disaster banger on repeat. And we got 10K on it, almost 11 now. So it's been good. It's been good. It's been good, man. We've been putting in some work.
Right. For the viewers who have been looking for that particular project, where can they catch that one at?
Oh, all platforms. All platforms. It's on every DSP. YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, everything. Everything.
Any plans for physical copies in the future?
Um, yeah, I'm working on stuff like that. I wanna make more if I do physical copies though, I wanna make them like some limited edition like type deals. You know what I mean? Like maybe like 100, 200 copies the most. You know what I mean? And just limited edition them out with some merch or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm trying to put something together though. I definitely am putting something together though, but just time. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
Any plans to tour this summer?
Been working on that too. My boy Dizzy Disaster. Shout out Dizzy. He been trying to put me on a couple shows. Shout out Hazo Blaze too. He been trying to put me on some shows too. So we're gonna see, man. With time and whatever God wants. You feel me? The right time gonna be the right time. You know what I mean?
Right. What are you currently working on at the moment, and what can we expect from you in the future?
So boom, I got this tape called The Father, the Son, and the Ghostly Spirit about to come out. It's about to drop. It's me, Dizzy, Disaster, Dancing, and here's Johnny. And it's basically a compilation. I'm on every track, right? But it's four from Johnny, four from Dancing, and then four from Dizzy. It's basically three chapters. You feel me? And I'm on every track though, basically like I'm like basically like the Grim Reaper, you know what I mean? So yeah, this about to be tough. And then I got I'm working on something else about to come out called Sauce Cyclone. That shit about to be retarded. It's about to be another 20 features on that.
Right.
But we stepping up with the feature game a little bit more, you feel me? So in the production too. Half gonna be me, half gonna be Work Scorsese. Shout out to Work Scorsese.
Right. You have release dates on those?
Father, Son, and the Ghostly Spirit coming out next month. I got it planned for next month because after next month, I plan on going to Springfield again in June and shooting some more videos with designer drugs and dizzy and them. You feel me? So I got more videos in the tug too, two more in the tug about to come out. Um, and then that other project, I'm still working on it, but probably come out the month after uh Father, Son, and the Ghostly Spirit because I'm almost done with that too. I'm just waiting for the features to come back. So
Right. Is there any artists out there that you would like to work with in the future?
for sure, there's a lot of artists I want to work with. Like I'm on the track with Mondo Slade, Bub Styles, Chubbs, um, Boo Boo the Prince is fire. I got a track with his boy V Rock about to come out on that second tape. Um, who else I want to work with? The Godfather, definitely. And
Mm,
Mac Hami, ST Nack, um, Bori Rock too. He fire. Um, of course, Griselda.
mm,
Um, DJ Muggs, definitely.
mm.
Um, definitely Alchemist too. Um, damn man, that's yeah. I got goals, man. I got people I want to work with. Fleet Lord too.
Uh,
Stars Coleman. Shout out to Bad Lungs. I got songs with Bad Lungs. That's my boy right there.
no doubt.
Um, yeah, man. There's a list. I just want to run up the list. You feel me?
Right.
Rome Streets,
Mm-hmm.
people like that. Che Uno. Um,
Quite a few.
I still need a song with G4 Jag. I still need one with Jag. You feel me? So
Yeah. Now, for the artists out there looking for production, can they get a hold of you, or are you just kind of, working within, your crew and artists that you've already reached out to?
all right. So I'm gonna explain my shit, right? So I'm basically like, all right. So if I get a hold of you, that means I want to work with you type deal, like.
Right.
That's all. Like I'm on some alchemist shit. I gotta hit you up type deal. If you hit me up, then it's like it's business to me. You feel me? Like, but if I hit you up, that means you putting in pain, and I want to hear you on some production. You feel me? On some hard ass production. But it's like I don't know. I really don't play that too much unless people really know how to contact me. But I'm really the one mostly contacting other people if I really want them on production. But
Right.
I've been sticking to myself mostly. The only time you probably catch people on production if I gave them a beat or like they're on a song with me type deal. But I'm like on some Kanye shit though. I ain't even gonna lie. I be holding my beats to myself most of the time.
Right.
But people starting to gravitate towards my like starting to hit me up on Insta and all that and being like, yo, I want a beat and I want this and that. I heard this and so I've been trying to put my production more out there now again.
Mm.
So, but yeah, I just been my production just been heard from just through what I've been putting out more than anything. You know what I mean?
Right. There any other avenues outside of music you pursue?
Oh, um,
Your own weed strain?
I'm on that. Of course, yeah, hell yeah. But uh, probably like clothes too,
Yeah.
like merch, clothes, and I don't know, like some type of art that people could buy type deal, but not your like regular like portrait or whatever. Like I want to do something creative. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, like some limited edition shit. I don't know, but I gotta think about that though.
No doubt. No doubt. Before we get out of here, can you shout out your social media and where everybody can keep up with in that?
At Sauce Yin on everything, Insta, YouTube, all that, everything.
Right. And once again, let them know about the upcoming projects coming out this year.
Alright, so we got that the Father, the Son, Ghostly Spirit coming out next month, and then we got Sauce Cyclone coming out the month after that. So yeah, we gonna be working. A couple music videos gonna be coming out this year and all that. So yeah, we putting in pain. We putting in pain.
No doubt. Lastly, you have any advice for upcoming producers looking to get into the business?
Um, have your own sound.
Mm,
Have
very
your own sound.
right.
More find your own BPM. Find your own sound. Find what works for you. Don't try to be like everyone else. You know what I mean?
Right. No,
That's the way you climb to the top. Once they hear that different sound, it's like, yeah, we don't got this. You know what I mean? People want something they don't have because what they have is what they have already. They don't need it. You feel me?
exactly. Very dope. Sauce Yin, I want to thank you for the opportunity, everything you're doing for the culture moving forward. Anytime you got a new project, please come back. Let's talk about it. That is Sauce Yin. I'm the journalist Sin-seer. This is Now Hear This. Any last words, Sauce Yin?
Peace and love. You already know, man. Word. Peace and love to the planet.
Appreciate that. Let's tap in again in the near future.
For sure. For sure. Definitely.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.